Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining Archangel Alts, trading with you live without a net, and doing kind of the same thing, coming back to our Phoenix, Red Pulse Rising, our coin positions looking nice to start coming back into position. Bitcoin is currently at 3816 at $83 million, 24-hour volume. Once again, not really enough volume to sustain it holding at an average. It's been falling and then it's come back up with some effort. Every time there's a spike, there's a hard fall, and Phoenix is now modeling that. So there's a very good chance that either its own volume, yes, continues to break out with a closer and closer correlation to the Bitcoin. So just kind of exciting stuff to be watching. I'm going to go ahead and put in some positions and keep an eye on this. You'll notice that even though I'm looking at a 15-minute candle view, meaning that each of these represents 15 minutes of time instead of zooming all the way into one, you can see the live changes that are happening here. And what I'm wanting to watch is just kind of to see what happens to the longer trending volume tracing elements of our charts. The indicators are following some different things at different times. You can see it down here. You can see when it Morse codes, when it binaries, and when it starts to break into the next pattern. So we have classic support and resistance stuff going on here, but I'm wanting to see a little bit of a bigger picture right now so that I don't get kind of micro-focused on the minute-to-minute when I know that it's going to be smaller than when I'm looking for a trend to reveal itself in. Man, sentence structure, get one. While we're waiting that out, Waves is sitting at its really good low entry point position again. It's kind of dropping in the same pace as Bitcoin. It was tracking over here. I really think that there's a 7,500 coming again, and that's a really good profit in Waves. I don't know why I'm not feeling like it's the right time for us to enter. So, you know, my instinct is telling me two different things, that it's really good, but it's not our time to go in. So I have to trust that and continue keeping an eye on the things that we are doing. So I'm going to look at our coin positions as we go in. 258, that's great. Not an intentional rhyme this time. I know. Kind of can't help it sometimes. All right, so we may test going in at 257 on a big comparative position to where we are right now in our open huddle versus circulating positions. So what I don't want to see is for it to drop down and then have to do an entire other cycle. I only want to catch it here if I'm catching it on the wave up, which is, you know, people are going to think that that's contradictory to buy low, sell high. It's not. We have a video coming that's on exactly that topic. A couple of really exciting videos that I'm going to post today. Please be a part of things, be a part of the growing community so that we can afford to get this stuff to you. You know, we're working to add to the trading, making all of this information full time. So that means round the clock, crazy round the clock. Okay. But two videos that I'm going to get out to you today. Both of them are training videos. They're part of our lesson plans. And that's going to grow over time. You know, we're doing this every single day. One of them is going to be, oh, this is very exciting. Please keep going. It's already marked that point. We want to see it be able to get to the next one. Not going to climb it up right now. Climb it, change. Oh no, there's another video topic now. Oh, play on words coming at you. Yes, two different videos. One of them, you know, when is the buying on an uptrend different than buying high and selling low, or, you know, going against the buy low, sell high rule. And the other one is, hold on, gotta sneeze. Oh my goodness, I hate interrupting myself, but hopefully I've been going in the right order with the muting. Yes, it looks like we're good. So, yes, the second video is an important psychological, philosophical thingy for helping you with your day trading, which is to learn how to go through the difference from the feeling self-conscious to the subconscious, going from the self-conscious to the going from the self-conscious to the subconscious, getting in the zone while you're day trading. Very, very, very important stuff. So let's hope that's not the peak again. This is what it's got to break through. Here's a psychological barrier at 260. We want to see it get to 261. If it does, it's probably going to be able to continue to surpass the trend happening with Bitcoin. So is 10% at the 24-hour change enough to help people take notice? Well, it's added about at least 100 Bitcoin 24-hour volume since we were looking at it several hours ago. I want to say yesterday, but it wasn't. It was like 7 a.m., I believe. Okay. So yes, it's about 100 up, 100 BTC in less than 10 hours. You can do it. All right, let's take a look at a few others while we're doing this. DLT cleared, Loom cleared, ENJ, BSBT. It's just fun to say that. Wait, what can I say? So this is starting to look a little less crazy as we go along. We hit 530 tops. If we can see more of this happening and it becomes more and more gradual, then much happy times on the way. So we have met this peak and exceeded it. Man, that is a really good trend. So now, coming up to here doesn't look like such an effort. So hopefully we don't have to go through an entire down cycle and then come back up. That would be about a 5-week trend, I believe. Mcash has made its way back up from 43 to 45. Now we need to see whether it can handle getting up from 45 to 47. It tends to take a couple of days to make these kind of moves, but anything could, get under the crunch at any time. So we'll see. But this is a really big deal going from 55 up to 58 to 59 and 60. I mean, it really is a big deal. Phoenix coin, you go. You go, coin. Speaking of which. Oh, yeah. We don't have it over here. You are Go Coin. You Go Coin? Yes, I am. So you can see something very similar here. This is actually faltering a little bit on the Bitcoin tracking, but that's okay. That's all right. You're doing good. We appreciate you. Have you ever noticed when they say, and now a word from our sponsors? They say a lot more than a word. And now 362 words from our sponsors. Friend, are you feeling down? Feeling blue? Things just not going in the right direction for you? Okay, is anybody counting the number of words? Because I'm going to stop ahead. Stopping ahead of time. Entertaining myself while I'm looking for my traits to clear. And hopefully entertaining you too. And not causing you to tear up. Okay. Lounge Singing by Archangel Alts. Oh, yeah. Thank you for joining Holiday Inn's Frog Pond Lounge. We'll be here all evening. Do-do-do-do-do. Just kidding. Okay. Red Pulse. Phoenix Rising. Okay. Should probably do an article called Balance Counterbalance. And I'll talk about what it is that is going on when I do these things. Okay, so the usual pitch while I'm watching this go back and forth again. Please, on YouTube, subscribe. Ring the bell so you get notices. Give us a thumbs up. Come join us on Archangel Alts. Get in touch with us. We'd like to hear from you. What we're looking to do is not just to get money from subscribers. We are trying to build a community. We want to help you in being thought leaders to help lead the crypto revolution. And I don't mean that in a hypey kind of way. I mean, this blockchain and the technology that fuels the next tokens of the next generation are either going to be in the hands of the people that are the most early adopters or the huge corporations and banks that have been sitting on the fence waiting for the right time for whales and the millions of interested wallet holders of very small amounts of Bitcoin to make a move. And we need an organized effort, an intelligent effort. If you can't just say, I'm going to buy Bitcoin and that's going to change the world. Okay, the world is now aware. The governments are moving in. Their government stable coins are going to bring fiat centralization into your wonderful decentralized ecosystem. And the way to counteract that is with knowledge, with education, and with knowledge. If you understand the right balance of what is healthy for the decentralized aspect, the freedom aspect of coins, you have to educate yourself, and we're here to help you in that. We're not interested in being boastful to our own gain. We're really looking for this to survive in a way that at least for many years, let's hope for many years, countries developing, India, countries like Cyprus in trouble, countries like Venezuela in deep trouble, they're not going to find a healthy solution with their governments. It's just not going to happen that way. All right, so the movement is happening. Balance, counterbalance. Yes, I like that. It's coming soon. So everything based on indicators would tell you to wait right now. It's above the volume in our VWAP. It's headed towards the top of the Bollinger, which means the next pattern should be down. It's at, but, well, yeah, okay. Stock RSI is agreeing with me. I see another uptrend. I see it getting through these now. So the last time I actually did have a little bit of an effect on it trying to get through the next position, so I feel a little bit bad about that. But I also see that I could get a little bit more for our positions again. $263 is a critical point. And we have how much in that? It doesn't look like it's a ton. Yeah, it's not worth affecting the balance by giving any signals that anybody's closing their, canceling out their positions. So I'm not going to make a move there. I could use this opportunity to do one of our side strategies, riding the positions upwards. Haven't decided. Oh, that's really good. That's really, really good. Okay, I think that it is healthy. We have a ratio here where there's 0.12 Bitcoin, of which we are some, and 0.887 looking to have that settled. So the thing is, as it balances this out, if the volume continues to be healthy in both directions. Let's see. Boom. Okay. So far, so good. I mean, the next one's probably a down and then maybe an up again, hopefully. If we get bought in, it looks like it's about to happen. Then we start up here. I think we're going to start up here at 263. That might be pushing it as far as what it can handle on its own. But we're going to go ahead and start selling what we've got there at 263. In fact, 94% of that is enough. It doesn't need the rest of it. That's fine. Okay, and yep, that's fine too. All right. So what we've done is we've helped the balance go upwards, and you can see that there's now more that it needs to eat through with this whole cluster right here. And there's less buying in, which means that when people make the attempt to buy in, it's very likely that it's going to sell higher, at least up to a certain point, before there needs to be new buy-ins. And it's okay if you don't fully understand all of that stuff yet. All right, so what we're hoping for is the unconventional second up. And at this point in time, I'm okay with it taking a little bit longer to do so. That's why I don't mind going in on the uptrend, because I'm actually helping the trend. So it's only because of some very advanced stuff that you know that it's supposed to help in the process. We can see the shifting taking place now. More people are buying in at 259. More people are buying in at 258. More are buying in at 257. So all of those orders are sitting, needing to be filled. And when there's enough of them, it should jump up to 260 and 61 to start filling them. So let's see if that's the case. And right now, you know, it is absolutely, no question, it's tracking with Bitcoin. I can show you. Watch just this tiny little tip up here as we go over to Bitcoin. I say, as we go over to Bitcoin, boy. Okay, that was an attempt at Foghorn Leghorn. Not trying extremely hard, so. Why am I having, okay. No, there we go. Yes, okay, so you can see this dip right here. And you'll see that right here as well. So hoping that the next part is up. That is the point. All right, so here's the critical time right here. This is what we're hopeful for. And I'm going to kind of refill some of the stuff down here. Curiosity, but also it serves a purpose. All right, there we go. Continue, por favor. Yep. Yeah. You do, you go. You may not have been hearing me through any of that, so I apologize. Hopefully, I didn't have this thing on opposites again. Hopefully, I didn't burp. I hope that I didn't cause any harm in the process of this. I was just saying that this is actually the dip that Bitcoin has been doing, and it's happening on the upcycle of Phoenix. So you put the two together, and it's a little bit weird timing for it to go up next. It's starting to get in position now, though. So I'm expecting it to be able to hit 262 into 3 now. That is my hope. That is my expectation. And it looks like if I do decide to keep these two here, it depends on what the movement is doing. Nice. People are kind of looking at these two positions as being a stepping stone to get to this one right here. So we'll see if that holds true or not. you'll notice it as it's kind of resolving this part. Hopefully it's not, I mean, it looks like it's leveling out a little bit, but that also is, sometimes healthy as long as, well, I'd like to see an upward pattern continue with the volume. It's a good sign if it does. That's just kind of the natural way that the movement happens. So sometimes people look at the trends and say, oh, well, the volume is negative, volume, so that's not good. But, the selling is usually a sign of preparing for a buy. So what you'll notice is, like, let's say we're between 258 and 259, and there's a lot looking to buy in at 258 and a lot to sell at 259. What will often happen is that you'll see the shift in position go to 258 and then shift down to 259, and the 259 will come down into the buy positions, because it's not, just that new people are buying there, but it's weighing the different medians. It's weighing the median against the different positions, like that shuffling sand back and forth example that we were giving earlier. Okay, that might be the top of it for now. I hope it's not, but I'm going to give this a few more minutes, and then I may cut this short and switch to our advanced group, our paid members. And that comes to $99 reoccurring a month. And with that, it breaks down to roughly $3 a day. Promise you that it is worth your time, worth your money. For the extra Q&A, going into a much deeper dive on the technical analysis. We'll cover more of fundamentals on the coins. Each of these things, we want to make sure that the free value is there for everybody forever, as long as they're signed up to interact in the community. We're just, getting started. We're just starting to grow it. We're doing so completely organically while we're setting up, some different promotion stuff behind the scenes. The growth of this channel is not an exercise in vanity. If we were to do only what our, selfish intentions were, we would just continue silently trading and not tell anybody anything, because we're getting there. But we see the need in the community, and even more important, we believe that something somehow needs to bridge the gap in decentralized growth. Without the help of governments, without the help of banks, without the help of investment groups, without the help of financial institutions on whole, and without over manipulation from whales that don't fully understand global economics. There's a lot of self-proclaimed, self-righteous, quote, leaders in the crypto sector, and a lot of them just really, I'm not saying this to bash them, and I'm not saying to puff myself up, not at all. What I'm saying is that the reason that we're here is because we care about the health of this. Selfishly, because we care about our own positions, of course, but for what is best for the country and the world. On a global economic level, we want to see the Indias and the Venezuelas and the Cypruses be able to take advantage of things that are good for the citizens. That unless they just do a ban on iPhones and a ban on Androids, they're not going to be able to stop people from buying and selling Bitcoin. So, they can freeze what they want to, but they'd have to shut down the internet completely. And I wouldn't put it past North Korea or China or Venezuela, possibly some other regions, who knows. But as we round out this segment, I'm going to let it continue doing what it's doing. See a little bit of probably a 20-minute downturn. So I'm going to take advantage of that to kind of switch over to the paid live stream for a little bit. I will be getting up those new videos today. I insist on it to myself. Get those done. Going to do the getting out of the self-conscious into the subconscious for your trading, and the other one that I said. Yes. Okay. I will go and review myself so that I know which one I said. And also we'll be doing balance, counterbalance. And I actually think that should be a segment unto itself. I think that needs to be. Yes. New playlist coming. I can sense it. All right, guys. God bless you. Keep trading. And even though we're ending this live stream, don't let that be an end to your crypto dreams. Keep believing as we lead the way in this crypto revolution. For now, Archangel Alts out.